vehicle and a four-wheel drive truck.
Why do you ask so many questions?
Absolutely no video cameras are allowed.
This is how I'm feeling right now because I just was almost killed by a monster truck.
I mean, doesn't anybody want us to race?
I get to race us. What dance for me, honey? I lost my brakes totally.
I love it when he beats Bigfoot.
You like what you've seen so far? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Last time on Eyewitness, we're in Lima, Ohio for a huge motorsports extravaganza.
I guess the most exciting thing I've seen so far is the 45 varieties of pork rinds here in Lima.
Mark Hall and his brother Tim are the underdogs here. They've lost 3 major races in a row, and they're starting to think the odds are deliberately stacked against them.
I asked Greg about running over the barrels and all like that, and he said that wouldn't. Whoa.
Dan Patrick, who races Samson, messed up his ankle, which isn't helping his spirits any. He's been away from his family for 6 straight weeks. Life on the road is starting to get to him.
The only pressure I have is what I'm putting on myself.
I've been trying to get to know one of Bigfoot's top drivers, Eric Tagg, but he's acting like a goofball. He and his crewmate know they have the backing of a corporate giant, and they're not shy about it.
We have a saying in Bigfoot: you win first, ask questions later.
We're tagging along with monster truck drivers to a huge jamboree. There are hundreds of pickups here and thousands of motorheads. I've never seen anything like it.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Doc Riley, and now let's meet our monster truck competitors as they get set to do battle here tonight. From Kingston, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Gimp, Dan Patrick, driving Samson. And now, the pride of St. Louis, Missouri, please welcome the Bigfoot forward behind the wheel, Eric Tack. From Champaign, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the executioner and Mr. Mark Hall. Gentlemen, start your engines and let's get ready to rock and roll.
It's Friday night, about halfway through the races. The Halls are really angry because they keep losing. Eric's still kind of being rude to me. And I'm getting a weird vibe. It's starting to feel really tense around here.
Every Friday night since Lima's been in effect, someone's rolled. Someone's rolled or did something really wild.
Dan was in the finals against Gravedigger. He was racing and suddenly he flipped. It just came out of nowhere. I'm still kind of in shock with all of this right now. I can't even speak. Dan flipped his truck over and I really don't even know what to think right now.
Son of a bitch. I'm okay. I didn't figure it out.
Remember his door gets the victory there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the motor. Put your hands together for him. Dan Patrick. One of the first drivers over to lend a hand there was Eric Tack of the Bigfoot crew.
Yeah, no more water. Take the water off.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going.
Go, 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 go.
Good job.
I knew when I put this much money in paint, it wouldn't last long.
Did that scare you?
Nah.
What did it feel like?
I just upset with myself. I just pushed it. Well, I didn't think it was going to hook. I thought.
What happened? What happened?
It just, when I went around it during the momentum, it just hooked. So, that happens. Might as well get this on film. I'm going to go kick him in the butt. I guess I didn't listen to the speech I gave you, huh?
When Eric ran out to help Dan, I felt like it was very emotional. But then when we got back and I asked him about it, he was like, he's fine. No big deal, he'll fix the truck. My best friend rolled over. I would be in tears.
I just found this a little bit late. Put that in your pocket.
I'm not used to monster truck events, and I'm not used to accidents happening. Everyone else, you know, says it's the norm, these things happen, but for me it's kind of scary.
It's not the first time Dan's flipped his truck, right?
No. It's a common occurrence when the guys race, you know, as hard as they race nowadays.
See them all them upside downies?
You know, that's what that means.
What's that?
See all the upside down trucks on there?
Yeah.
That's how many times this truck's been over.
I anticipate this once a year.
Is this the first time you flipped this year though?
This year. And it's not really a flip. That was just, to be honest with you, that was just nothing.
It scared me.
Well, you're not accustomed to it.
Everything was fine. Everything is still fine there.
Ben, how much money did it cost?
That's about 20,000.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Were you hurt?
No. I was more pissed about it. I just spent $10 to get my fire suit dry cleaned. Just a bad day at the office.
Everyone's pretty cavalier about flipping around here.
That guy is unbelievable.
But still, I think this is one of the most safety-conscious sports I've ever seen.
I don't give a damn about these trucks. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. We get more emotional about that than we do anything because we've had friends who have died and friends who have got hurt. But no industry tries any harder to make things safe.
Dan hasn't seen his family in 6 weeks, and they're here just in time to watch him race his toughest competitor, Bigfoot.
Come on, Dad! I love it when he beats Bigfoot.
Today I met Dan's wife and kids.
Now, who's Allison and who's Natalie? I'm Natalie.
Okay.
I've heard so much about them, so it was great to finally put a face with all the stories that I've been told.
So what can you all tell me about Dan that I haven't already figured out myself? Give me some inside scoop.
I'm sure you've learned how picky he is, how grumpy he can be, how happy he can be when he wants to be.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You've seen it all.
Dan's wife, Chris, doesn't even know about the flip yet, and since Dan's been away for a month and a half, she's just seeing his ankle for the first time.
Remember, we're suing those people, aren't we?
What people?
People made me fall. What it was a guy thought I was a Bigfoot driver. And he took a club and started beating on me.
So how does it feel to have everyone here?
Another day at the office.
Oh, that's sweet.
Told you, I'm not Mr. Romantic.
One of those 8 monster truck drivers is celebrating a birthday. And as is the Lima tradition, I would ask you to join me in singing happy birthday to Mr. Dan Patrick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan, you 43-year-old guy on Monday, Patrick. Happy birthday to you. And a very special welcome to his entire family. Let's fire those engines and let's go racing.
Nervous? She was watching for the longest time. She turned her head because it quits. It just scares her. She's finally just now starting to watch, but I always get nervous every time.
Next up, Bigfoot and Dan Patrick Spencer.
Before he drove Samson, Dan worked for Bigfoot, so now if he beats them, he knows he's one guy beating an entire corporation. There's no greater satisfaction, especially with his family watching.
You know, they're proud of what I do. I know they are, and they support me, so I'm really glad they're here.
Can I ask you something now?
No.
It's bad. Tell me about racing against Dan. I mean,
Racing against Dan. I don't know. It's a blast. He keeps me on the edge and I keep him on the edge. It's not Dan, it's Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan's my hero.
I think because Dan does everything all by himself, it's so nice to see his family out here and feel how much they support him and love him. I know that's what keeps him going.
Hey, I love coming to Lima, and I love these long obstacle races. You know, I got family here. I haven't been home for 6 weeks, and this is great, so thanks a lot.
Absolutely, and happy birthday, man.
Oh, man, good show, man. Good show.
Good job, Dad.
So were you psyched today when he won?
Yeah, because now everybody will be like, how'd your dad do? I'm like, he won, he beat Bigfoot. They'll be like, wow. Because nobody's ever seen him beat him before, and it's about time.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Your bear's in the house.
Happy birthday, dear Dan.
I didn't bring forks. I thought people could eat cake with their fingers.
Turn around.
What was that, a seagull?
If you're a camera person, don't worry about danger. Monster trucks and cameras go together.
Okay. Come at me, big guy!
That's right.
When I said that, I had no idea they'd take me so literally. As long as they don't hit this pavilion here, I don't care what they do.
If you're a camera person, don't worry about danger. Monster trucks and cameras go together. You've just got to be stoked. You've got to have the adrenaline rush. You've got to be able to say, come at me, big guy. You'll be safe in the pagoda. We're safe.
Okay. Come at me, big guy!
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, not in competition tonight, but he will be making some test runs and some passes for licensing. Please give a special welcome to the driver of Taurus, the Bull, David Turpin.
In order to be a monster truck driver, you need to make a successful pass through the course. Once other drivers have seen you do that, they'll sign off on you.
Dave's gonna make 2 passes, so before we head out, Dave's gonna make 2 passes so you guys can watch him so he can get towards his A license, all right?
You're gonna trash it real bad.
Here comes a new guy. Let's see how he can do here. Are you ready?
The man who was trying to qualify to get a monster truck license was doing his last run, and he was coming right at us really fast, and I was shooting it, and Eric grabbed my shirt, pulled me back. I grabbed him so tight, and all of a sudden, smash, we turned around, and he hit the pavilion.
Everybody okay? Is everybody okay?
Medical?
Send medical.
You all right? Just a quick little band-aid, and he failed, folks, I can tell you that.
I saw it coming, but I didn't know if I should try to get
No, you did good. Who got knocked back here? You were bad?
I got knocked.
Why don't you come back with us?
Where are you at?
Right here at this corner.
See what I mean? Never turn your back to that racetrack.
This is how I'm feeling right now, because I just was almost killed by a monster truck.
So what happened there exactly?
Well, it come down on the nose, and I got back on the gas. When I got back on the gas, here stood the building. I didn't have time to get off the gas and get on the brakes either.
What happened in the gazebo, Mark?
I don't know. The guy bumped it.
Shut it off.
Suddenly everything's different. Nobody wants to talk to us. I think they're starting to worry that we're here to do an expose on monster truck driving and to make it look bad. We're not. We're here to show the lives of monster truck drivers. Hey, by the way.
They puked from there the whole way back.
Thank you guys for grabbing me out of the way.
Yeah, I think Mike was saying, look out.
I mean, I think I grabbed you pretty hard.
Well, it was something I wouldn't even really, something as easy as that, I wasn't paying attention, you know.
I didn't know he was doing a circle deal.
This is getting ugly. Eric's completely shutting me out, and I think everyone's worried that we're going to give the sport negative publicity.
I can't comment on what went on there because, you know, I wasn't involved. But accidents unfortunately happen in racing, and monster trucks are no different.
The loudness of the trucks is starting to get to me. Monster trucks were not intimidating to me when we started, but they're getting more intimidating as it goes on, as are the people involved in it.
After last night's disastrous losing streak, Tim and Mark Hall finally catch a break.
That was a good race.
And I think I'm out of the doghouse with Eric.
These guys are just crazy enough to let Sherry drive Bigfoot.
By the end of the day, everyone calmed down. We all took some time apart to think, and then Eric offered to let me see his side of things.
These guys are just crazy enough to let Sherry drive Bigfoot. Is that the truck you're driving?
Yeah, I'm driving Bigfoot. It is insane. There's some rules though. No gas, no wheelies, no big air.
No gas meaning you can't accelerate?
I can't accelerate.
Steering.
I think I can steer. Can I steer?
You'll be steering the steering wheel, yeah. And there's your shooter right there.
Okay. I am going to leave this.
Set it in front of my tire and I'll drive over it.
Hey, am I safe here?
I'm a very good driver.
Yeah, you sound like Rain Man.
My mother would kill me right now. I was nervous because it's a really big truck and I thought if I turned the wheel ever so slightly we could tip over. But Eric is a great co-pilot. At the end it got a little hairy. He's like, hit the brake, hit the brake, hit the brake. I actually sat in the seat, I held the wheel, I put it in gear, and we drove.
All right.
Bigfoot. How do you think I did?
You did fine. You drove around down there and you didn't smash into anything. You did great. But you see now how little you can see out of those. You know that something real far away. It has to be real far away before you can see it.
I feel much better. I feel like I've had weights lifted off my shoulders. Actually, they were upset because we got in the way, and I think they were justified.
It's Sunday, and so far this weekend, everything's Bigfoot and Samson. They've won most of the races, the fans love them, and basically, Tim and Mark Hall have been left in the dust.
We just made some serious mistakes. We didn't have enough truck to win the race, but that won't happen to us today, I can guarantee it.
Let's get ready to rock and roll as we bring our first pair to the line here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Hall, the Executioner.
That was a good race.
Nice job.
Thanks. You did a good job.
That was good. Nice job, Mark.
I'm shocked. The Halls are actually making a huge comeback. So Tim, who are you guys racing next?
We'll have Bigfoot in the next race.
Bigfoot. That's the truck that repeatedly beat the Executioner Friday night. Bigfoot's like the Microsoft of monster trucks, and I've heard they have an unfair advantage because of it. This is Tim's chance to prove the little guy has a shot at the big time, too.
Champaign, Illinois. They got it right. They got it right.
Yeah. Glad to get out of here with the win. 3 hard days of racing and 4 races in 3 days. Got us a win and a couple of runner-ups. A good success.
You think it's been a good weekend?
If I'd win more, it probably would be.
Well, you won a few. How many have you won?
Not enough. The more the better.
You won like 3.
Yeah, but I should have won like 8.
After a trying 2 weeks, I think we're starting to grasp what this life is all about.
How many times you got to watch me do this before you start doing it?
I know how to do it.
Then just make it happen in here, huh?
If I look tired right now, it's because I just watched Dan do all that work. It's just exhausting watching this man. I mean, he works so hard and it makes me tired to watch him.
Well, another job's done in Lima. It's tiring. I've been in this 2 weeks and I'm exhausted. I can't imagine having to do this every single weekend of my life. You know, I miss my bed, I miss my shower, I don't do my laundry, I haven't eaten well at all. But we're pressing on to an even bigger show in Pikes Peak, Colorado. And even though we made amends after the crash, I can tell that things just aren't the same.
Bring it over.
Next time on Eyewitness, we're leaving Lima behind and heading to the largest truck fest of the season. Pikes Peak is the ultimate, complete with beer, Bigfoot, and of course, babes.
Nature's answer to Viagra, ladies and gentlemen.
In spite of all the action, our gut was right. We're getting a chilly reception from the authorities here.
Absolutely no video cameras are allowed.